Welcome to another episode of Drunk Cop and a Teacher, the podcast where everything's made up and our comments don't matter, just like a dislike on a YouTube video nowadays.
Mm,
What's the dislike
I
video?
guess.
I need a refresher. What are you talking about?
No,
Sure,
like
this is
you know how you can dislike a video? So they took out that feature.
Did they
Well,
really?
they didn't
They
take it
did?
out, see how many dislikes a video has.
Can the
So
person
Why?
sees it?
to the public it's unknown, but yes, to the content creator ham, to the person himself, that person can see how many dislikes the video
Why would
gets.
that matter for? I don't know.
Well,
Hold
originally,
on.
right, it's like a review rating, right? If you like a video, you leave a like on it, right? If you don't like the video for whatever reason, you leave a dislike, so people will see, oh, that was a disliked video, that has more dislikes than likes, so I don't want to watch that video. For
I
a content
don't.
creator, it's supposed to be like you're supposed to like the video if you actually enjoy the person's content or like the way that they did it or whatever. So it's just like their own
Right.
review thing.
Hold
Well,
on. I am doing a research right now.
yeah. Okay.
They're
Hold on.
removing it. I mean, because people abused it, right? It could be like you could say something amazing for like 20 minutes, but then there's 30 seconds where you rant about something that everyone loves, and it's like, well, I dislike this video now, and then that's it. Like people
My
abuse it.
question. Well, my question is that something that they're going to update or it's already updated now?
I think it's already updated.
Because I'm over here on Justin Bieber's "Baby," where it's the most disliked video, and it still has the 12 million dislikes that I could see.
I don't know if maybe that's like a previous thing, like it doesn't update previous videos. I don't know. I just know that I saw a couple videos today that did not have the dislike numbers on there.
I
Mm.
I've never really noticed that. I don't think I've ever liked a video or unliked a video or down whatever on YouTube. The only time I ever even noticed it is people were like, "Oh, this song broke the record for how many?" Well, actually, that's not even right. Watches. It's watches, not even likes. So yeah, I don't. I've never noticed it. So
Yeah, there's a couple of videos that I still see. They have the dislike button.
Maybe it's an update to the YouTube app or the YouTube thing. I don't know. I'm just it's happening if it hasn't happened yet, but that was a headline.
YouTube is fucking soft.
Maybe.
It's just like, what's the
But
point?
people
What's
abused
those?
it. People
But
abused it. You
but
abuse it,
regardless,
you
though,
fucked up, you get it taken away. Like I think it's stupid too, but at the same time, that's what people get for abusing it.
wait. So YouTube takes away that video if it has a certain amount of dislike.
No, but it hurts like the like are you going to watch a video where there's like 60,000 dislikes to 5 likes?
yes,
Yes, because that's content. It's just like,
Maybe.
man, if this video got a lot of dislikes, I want to know why did it get disliked.
All right.
You know
Well,
what I
speaking
mean?
of things that we dislike, Mike, how have you been?
Ah, fuck you.
I did click that down but thing right there. I clicked that one.
Fuck you.
Who he's
I'm
talking to
doing,
anymore?
I'm doing pretty good, hanging in there. Work got me beat up. I don't think I did much, except for, of course, we're gonna review internals.
Mm-hmm.
Went to go watch internals. We'll talk about that in a minute. So I started watching The Crown.
Oh God,
The Crown.
Yes, it's
British people.
the British people. You know,
Okay.
it's
Yeah,
about
that was bad. I was just yelling it, and then at the end, I was like,
it's about the
that's okay.
Queen. You know, and the
just
King.
just get on with it.
You know, God save the Queen. You know what I mean? You know.
And it's
Um.
different generations of her life.
Yeah, yeah. It's Elizabeth, right? Queen Elizabeth. Is it like before she became a queen, and you know her life and everything like that. We've only watched 2 or 3 episodes. Really good acting. I mean, I've never watched an episode until now. My wife wanted to watch it. Really, really good acting. For some reason, I have been obsessed with like extinct animals lately. I don't know why. I guess it's because I heard a podcast with Joe Rogan. He was talking to this guy about crocodiles, and this guy mentioned a story in World War II. The Japanese army went to an island called Rami Island, right? So they were like fighting the British. They were losing. So they were trying to go back to their base that's like in the end of the island where they have their boats and whatever. And the only way they were able to is go through the river. And there was like 900 soldiers. I want to say like 500 or 600 of those soldiers died from getting attacked by crocodiles.
We went from the Queen to Crocodile Dundee.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes. That's, but I don't know why I'm been obsessed with that. Fucking crazy. Green card. Well, what about you, Ham?
I watched the number
Next.
one movie on Netflix. Yes, it's gonna be a next. Does anyone know what that is?
Oh, isn't that the?
Is it you? Is that a
No.
movie?
It's the
No, it's-
cowboy. The cowboy one. The new ones.
Oh, They Fall
No.
Harder or something?
Love Hard.
I don't know what that is.
What?
It's a romantic comedy which takes place in Christmas. The trailers really gave it away. This woman is a writer on a magazine or newspaper. It's always the same.
Is it a sequel to Secret Window?
Yeah, close enough. She goes to see this guy, and to her surprise, she got catfish, and it's Jimmy O Yang. He's been in a what is it? That's the only reason why I watch it. I've seen his stand up, and he was on what is that show called?
Oh my god, you are right. It is the number one movie right now. In
It is
YouTube.
the number one
I mean,
movie.
in Netflix. Fuck.
And Silicon Valley. He was in that, and his stand up is pretty good. Yeah, so that's basically the movie. Guess what happens at the end?
They
Oh,
fall in love.
yeah, and
Mm.
I think it's called Love Hard because his favorite movie, Christmas movie,
Die
is
Hard.
no,
What?
role reversal, Love Actually, and hers is Die Hard. So, Love Hard.
That's a
Um,
stupid fucking name.
Yeah,
That's a so
that's
stupid
what I
name.
think it's got. I'm pretty sure that's why they did that. Very. It's so
Okay, hold on. First of all, is there a cameo by Bruce Willis in this movie?
no. They can't afford
That
Bruce
would've been-
Willis. This
for
was
2
basically
seconds?
this is a Hallmark movie, man.
They sold enough cards this year.
Oh man,
Maybe.
I mean, if it's a corny movie, I have to watch it with my wife. We
Oh,
have
it is corny.
Okay, and then definitely we were gonna watch it for sure.
I mean,
because
it's very.
the thing
obvious
that we
what's gonna
love.
happen.
I mean, if we were able to fucking enjoy Kissing Booth and like, there's another movie called like The Princess Christmas or whatever. Some lady she falls in love with.
Oh
some
yeah,
prince.
yeah, I heard of that.
We got to
There's-
watch 8-Bit. I didn't see the
8-Bit.
trailer for that, but we got to watch
I haven't
8-Bit.
seen it.
It's with Neil Patrick Harris. It's supposedly like what's the movie called with Turbo Man and
Oh
Sinbad?
yeah, Jingle
It's
All the Way. That's
Yeah,
my
it's supposed to
jam.
be like that, but they're going after the NES.
Okay, I'll watch that. Is that already out?
I don't know. I don't. Maybe soon. I would assume it's a Christmas movie, obviously.
Yeah.
So
It's on Netflix.
I think it's gonna be on Netflix. So I have to look that up later. But I just saw like the headlines and then there's like the trailer. I didn't play. I don't know why I didn't watch the trailer, but I
Yeah.
just remember seeing it there.
I mean,
then,
I put 8-Bit and all I got was the 8th, 9th, and it's like a fucking demon face.
You would have to put 8-Bit Neil Patrick Harris, maybe.
Okay.
Okay.
The second thing I watched was the newest season of Big Mouth, which is
Okay.
number 2 on Netflix.
Actually, no. Number 3.
Ooh,
It's number 2. Refresh your shit.
times have changed.
Refresh your shit. I'm looking at it right now.
Wait. No, never mind. Oh, wait. Hold on. Yeah, it is number 2.
Yeah. Okay. Exactly.
Yes, it is number 2.
It was fun. I think maybe the season before was better, but it is still okay. I mean, I wouldn't have thought they would have 5 seasons by now, but they do. And
Never
then
watched it.
third, it's adult comedy with animated kids. So there you go.
Okay.
Well, it's very more of kids turning into teenagers and a bunch of. They have a lot of dick jokes and vagina jokes. How about that?
No, I know. Some guy that he's going through a lot of hormones
Yeah.
and he's just wants to
It's
have
everyone.
sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then lastly, didn't see something, but I did notice that the Lost Symbol on Peacock is now gonna come out on NBC, like on weekly episodes, which I thought was weird.
Okay.
I don't get why they're doing that, but I just thought it was interesting. I'm almost finished
It's
with
the
that.
views, bro. It's the views.
Yeah, but what? It's just weird. It's
the views.
Peacock
And also,
content.
also too,
But-
I forgot to mention Dexter came out, like the new Dexter series.
Yeah, the first episode came, or is it the whole thing?
No, it's the first episode. They're doing
Okay.
it. It's on Showtime. They're doing it
Okay,
bi-weekly.
so yeah, I saw that
I need to watch
somewhere
that.
on a list.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
ask if you guys had watched it, but apparently that answers my question.
No, I wasn't sure because I thought maybe it was a different episode or season. It caught my eye as I was scrolling something.
need
And, yeah, fuck Showtime. Uh, but other than that, yeah, I think that's it. Oh, and the cruise, yeah, cruise was amazing. Saw some things I can't even explain. This water show works with fucking acrobats and people jumping 60 feet down to this little fucking pool. Saw ducks on ice.
And I was going to like sing you a whole entire song of like, Island Babe. But,
Yeah, I
I'm
knew
so
you already. Yeah.
I'm just so tired. I don't even want to fucking even.
Also, we saw Cats the musical.
Okay, sound next.
Yeah.
Besides being sick, I did finish season 10 of The Walking Dead. Goes to show you
Nice.
that if there's something I really want to watch, I will finish it because that was 22 episodes, and I still have not watched a single episode of The Witcher. But I did finish season 10. I when did people start falling off Walking Dead? Was it season 9 or was it season 10? Because
Oh, I couldn't tell you.
I stopped.
I still like it. I still really like what
Yeah,
they
I'm
do
still
with the
watching it.
characters. But the thing that frustrates me, and Ham, since you're the only one that's watched it this far,
Yeah.
maybe you can agree. But I hate the mini time jumps that they do. It's like several weeks have gone by, or like several months have gone by. Like for instance, okay, this is a spoiler for anyone who has not watched season 10 for whatever reason. This is a spoiler, but like, okay, so Sadiq dies, right? And then all of a sudden Rosita hooks up with Gabriel.
Yeah,
And
that was. Yeah.
I was like, wait, what? When? How? Like,
Yeah.
you got over him really quick. When I thought
Yeah.
you were like still attached to him, but I guess not. Like, there's just too many like of these little mini time jumps that kind of frustrated me. But it's also getting to a point where there's so many interesting characters, but they don't spend enough time on these individual characters. Like, it seems like it's definitely going back to like the original cast and just focusing on them. But
Mhm.
I wanted to get more from like the episode with oh my gosh, Aaron and Gabriel. I wanted to get
Mhm.
more with Negan because we only kind of saw him do like the whole scheming thing that he did, but we didn't like the last episode. I think was probably my favorite episode of the season, where it's just all about him and his backstory.
Oh yeah, that was the last one.
Yeah.
Okay,
And,
yeah, because the season 10 was split because of pandemic, so I don't even know where it sort of ended or started because it had like a couple episodes left and they never showed him until whatever. So I'm a little confused on the timeline of all these releases.
And if this season's goal, if season 10's goal was to make me hate Carol, they succeeded like right away. Like I
don't remember
fucking
what she did in
hated.
that.
She screwed everyone over because of her
Oh,
whole,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
blind
yeah.
vengeance of going
Yeah.
after
Yeah.
the stupid chick or whatever. Like,
Yeah, I know you're
God, it was just so irritating. But I didn't realize until after I think I saw the movie that the deaf girl was from Eternals.
Oh
And
yeah,
it made
yeah.
me like appreciate Eternals more. I was like, oh, I like you so already so far. You're
Well,
really
yeah,
good.
I think that's why it happened to her. She had to you saw that, right? She had to disappear.
Oh, I
show?
didn't. Yeah. And then
Yeah.
she kind of came back kind of towards the end for like a split second. Yeah.
Yeah, that's quote unquote what happened to her. So that's yeah. Which I noticed. I'm like, why is she gone for so many episodes? And then Eternals, and I'm like, oh, okay, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
But-
So I'm looking forward to season 11. I know there's several episodes in. Don't spoil it. But my brother is letting me kind of use his account, so I want to start kind of catching up on some of those episodes, and I'll be on par with that thing. The only other thing that I got to watch was Paranormal Activity: Next to Kin. God, Mike, I don't understand your taste in
Oh
horror
yeah,
movies.
yeah. I've heard. Okay, real quick, I did hear somebody else say they saw it, and
It's
I'm
bad.
gonna. Yeah, that's
It's
what
bad.
that's what I heard.
It frustrated me so much, and not
Mhm.
because of the tropey shit that it does, which it's excessive by the way, but because of like the inconsistency and the stupid little details that are irrelevant to the entire movie. Like, for instance, and this is not really a spoiler because I'm gonna try to leave the spoiler part out of this, but why waste 30 seconds to talk about a camera feature that you only used for 2 seconds and it meant nothing to the movie? Mike knows what I'm talking about, or should know what I'm talking about.
I think it's when like you're watching the person record, right? Oh yes. I know the slow motion thing. Yes.
It was so stupid. I thought like, oh, this would be kind of cool. Maybe they're gonna show us some weird shit when they do this or that. Nope. Not
No.
even. No, for like 2 seconds they use it for an irrelevant like scene. Like, God, that movie was just bad. It was just bad. And nothing, I don't know. To me, it just wasn't scary. I wasn't interested, and it didn't connect to the original Paranormal Activity movies. There were like I tried looking for any sort of signs, and nothing really, unless there's like a very loose connection to the cult that I'm not seeing. But it was just, I got so angry at the end of the movie. I was like, God damn it! You had a chance to hook me back in, and you failed.
I don't know. I liked it. I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Well,
I wasn't expecting anything. I turned off my brain for that movie.
That is probably the only way you can enjoy that, but that's even pushing it. Like, as soon as Ham sees it, I want to go into a spoilers talk about it because of all the things that frustrated me with the movie.
I'm gonna watch it. Maybe even after this, we'll see. I've got so many things to watch and catch up. But
I don't know.
how long was it again?
So is that a yellow?
It was
card?
an hour and it was an hour and 38 minutes long.
Okay. Well,
I think I burnt the yellow and green card to make a red card.
Oh.
So 2 greens and
All right, listeners. If you hear me coughing or hacking, it won't be as bad as Mike in the previous years. The previous episodes, I meant. But no, I may just kind of warn you beforehand. And also, we don't have really a lot of headlines to talk about. We'll probably get through a couple of these really quick, and then we'll save our main bulk of our episode is going to be Eternals. Which we may or may not go into an intermission for. So sorry, Mike, if you practice anything, I don't think anyone's really missing out.
Does it in the mirror all the time.
First thing that we're going to bring up, and again, there's nothing really to talk much about this other than Squid Game season 2 is confirmed, and in the process of planning, the director said that he's trying to work out the story in his head right now, so there's no telling when it's going to happen. But I mean, shit, I'm still waiting on Alice in Borderland season 2, and I'm still waiting on Sweet Home. Who knows when this is going to happen?
Wait, yeah, Sweet Home.
So it's going to be another. It's going to be another 8 years, pretty much. I think.
Right? I don't know. He's saying that it's because of like the huge demand for season 2 that he finally caved in and was like, okay, all right, we'll do a season 2.
Oh no, that's going to be bad.
I don't know if he's not really rushing, then I don't think so.
I think it's going to be bad because if you were not planning to make a season 2 and you're doing it by pure pressure, he's going to force a lot of things that's not going to make sense.
I wouldn't say peer pressure because he knows kind of what he wants or would be interested in delving into if he did a season 2. That's what he said before. It's just that now. Probably what happened is Netflix is like, listen, we know we ripped you off for season 1, so here's double the money. Please make us a season 2.
Yeah. But also, how do you not have a plan for a second season if you left it the way you left it?
No,
exactly.
I think he brought up like there were things that he would like to delve into, but because he wasn't sure what was going to happen after the fact, he just why is he going to invest time in something that's not a sure thing?
Right. I don't know. Hopefully they bring it out soon. And,
what do you mean by soon?
I mean in 2 years.
2 years?
2 or 3 years. I say most 3 years. So I think we're in 2021. So 2024.
Ooh.
It's a while because you remember, like to shoot all games or anything like that. It is it's a big project.
Yeah. I don't see it happening.
Speaking of things that took a while. Marvel's Avengers finally gets a release date for Spider-Man. It's November 30th. All right. Next, now moving on to the next headline here.
This is next himself.
Listen,
no,
even it's on Games Pass, and I still don't care to play that game, and it doesn't matter because I don't get to play Spider-Man. So
Man, you said, oh, that's what you're talking about. You said it so fast. I'm like, I don't even know what he's talking about.
oh, you're talking about the video game that still
Yeah, I had no
exists?
idea what he's talking about either. He went so fast. I'm like,
He's like,
it was irrelevant.
yeah, all right.
Well, Ham was the one that was kept asking. Is like, isn't it out yet? When's it coming out? When's it coming out?
oh,
November
you know what?
30th. Ham, ready for you to play.
You know what? It actually adds up. It lines up perfectly.
Oh my God! Here we go.
It does. In the end of the month, going into pretty much December, where Spider-Man was it Far From Home? No Way Home. No Way Home. Yeah, No Way Home. Is in December, so it sort of lines up.
The Game Awards is going to be on December 9th at 8 p.m. There is talks
That
about
doesn't line up.
40 to 50 games being shown at the Game Awards. Some are going to be new game announcements. All 50 games, I'm sure, though, won't come out until about 2028. Oh,
What the
okay.
fuck?
You're hopeful.
Oh my god! I was just trying to say a joke.
Wait, this is Game Awards?
Yeah, you know, the Jeff
Yeah.
Keighley Game Awards.
Jeff Keighley, the one that he always looks down on the floor.
But,
But they always
but they're
do
talking
game-
about new games.
No, well, I mean, video game announcements are always a thing in the Game Awards, and yes,
Is it?
sometimes they do reveal new games.
Like the E3 one?
I mean,
Not
does it-
E3.
is it-
MTV?
every-
Wait, you've never seen the game? Like,
No, I've never really.
is it really? I don't even know if it's like
important.
something
It's-
where like you have to throw a party and watch it together. It's just like,
I
yeah,
mean,
just tell me
it's-
who won Game of the Year. That's it.
I mean,
Yeah.
the Game Awards is pretty much like every company could throw the most money to win the Game Awards. Like that's how usually it is.
That's
Alright.
everything.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
everything pretty much. Like Call of Duty will probably win best shooting game, maybe because it's Call of Duty and
When is this again?
this is December
9th.
9th.
So is Halo out by then?
No, Halo would
tech-
not be considered part of the Game Awards.
Is that correct? Because I know there was
How
an
do you know
issue
that?
with a game last year.
Yeah,
Where
it was
it was considered, but it shouldn't have been considered because I don't know. It's not that we need to get into.
Okay,
Just-
okay.
There you go. December 9th, Game Awards. It's happening.
incons-
Next thing on the list, MCU movies are getting an IMAX format on Disney Plus. IMAX
Oh.
Enhanced on Disney Plus will allow subscribers to experience more of the action at home with an expanded aspect ratio of 191, which offers up to 25% more picture for select sequences and ensures that the filmmaker's creative intent is fully optimized for the presentation. IMAX Enhanced would also bring immersive DTS sound to the movies in the future. The titles available in the IMAX Enhanced format at launch include Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, together with Iron Man, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Captain America Civil War, Doctor Strange, Thor Ragnarok, no one cares, Black Panther, Avengers Infinity War, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Captain Marvel, Mike's
Fuck
favorite,
you.
Avengers Endgame, and Black Widow.
That's gonna be cool on my phone.
also too, make sure you guys have a good TV.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
that's
say,
what-
like, how big of a TV do you need to like actually appreciate this?
You have to have a 4K TV to it, like the newest model.
Check.
check.
Yeah.
Soundbar.
Not
Check.
yet. Next tax return.
No, but I mean, I need a soundbar, but that's pretty much the so far
Okay.
that you would have to need. Like
I-
to experience all that, you need a setup of having a 4K TV, a soundbar,
And you're pretty much set
up.
I'd like to see
whatever.
a side-by-side comparison because
Yeah.
I,
Well, I mean, I know there are some movies where like you get that widescreen, right? You get the bars at the top and the bottom, and then sometimes it'll like go full screen. So I get that, and I think that's the same kind of idea here. But I'll have to check it out when I see, because I mean it's this Friday that it happens. So
Oh, okay.
I'll I don't know. I'll check it out. I'll probably watch Shang-Chi.
I probably might check it out too. I have a good TV. Dune almost broke. It's
All right. On a kind of somewhat more serious headline here,
Whoa.
this one is interesting. Comes right out of the whole movie incident. Dwayne Johnson pledges to ban real guns from his movies. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson recently pledged to stop using real guns on the sets of his movies. This decision was made following the tragic death of cinematographer Helena Hutchins on the set of the Alec Baldwin film Rust. Speaking with Variety on behalf of himself and his production company, Johnson said, "Any movie we have moving forward with Seven Bucks Productions, anything we do or produce, we won't use real guns at all. We're going to switch over to the rubber guns and we're going to take care of it in post." Dwayne Johnson also added how the cost for such a decision will not play a factor in getting it done, his only concern being that of the safety of the cast and crew on set. And he went on to explain how heartbroken he was when he first heard the news of the tragedy that occurred on the set of Rust. I don't think this is the only company too. I think there was another company that kind of announced something similar. I want to say it's actually I think it was Black Panther. I think the set of Black Panther mentioned something about not using real guns either. So
Okay.
I wonder if this will be continuing to echo throughout all the production companies.
I'm wondering how John Wick would do that if they prefer to take away real guns.
I don't think there'd be a difference.
I don't think a difference. I honestly I stand behind Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Hey, big fan. I hope you listen to this pod. I agree
He's-
with it. It's just for the safety. It's
What?
for the safety of. It's
It's just now these days, I guess
that incident has really brought a struck to the Hollywood films. And
Also, yeah, I didn't know Dwayne Johnson had a company. What's it called again?
Seven
spell
Bucks
it?
Productions.
Bucks.
Yeah,
$7
7
bucks?
bucks.
Oh
I'm
wow!
looking this up right now.
I would. Can you smell it? Productions. I'm
Okay.
trying not to laugh.
Next.
I guess I don't know how important that is. Like, is it really just does it come down to just a financial cost, right? Because you'd have to CGI a whole bunch of shit, I'm sure, around it.
Yeah.
So
I
if
think
it's
it's
just
more of the more budget, and more time consuming.
well, we'll see what if, like I said, if it echoes
Mm.
throughout the other production companies.
Wonder how they're gonna do that with the new Halo.
Sometimes I hate you.
Hey man, the Halo show. You know, we're gonna use rubber
God
guns.
damn, I totally forgot about that shit.
Okay, let's move on to our main discussion. The reason why everyone's here to hear us talk about the newest Marvel movie, Eternals, which I thought was the Eternals for a little while, and then when I look it up, it's just Eternals. It's not even Marvel's The Eternals. It's just Eternals.
Eternals.
Mm.
Yeah.
So Eternals own Marvel.
We all saw it in theaters.
Yes.
I
Yes.
saw it on a Saturday night.
I did
and
too.
it was busy.
Yes.
Tuesday at 12:20.
Let me guess, 2 people.
I
Ooh,
know more.
I
and
want
more
to
than
fucking
that.
rant for a minute before we.
Hold on. Probably another
Man,
10 or 12 people.
10 or 12 people. Mine was sold out.
Huge. Yeah, it's huge theater though.
Yeah, Point Orlando sold out for me. Oh man, it's just there was a huge group. A
All right, old man.
huge group was in front of us. 4 adults and 10 kids. TikTok, Instagram. You know what I
During the
mean?
movie?
During the movie, one kid.
Oh, jeez.
Wait, during
dropped
the
something.
actual movie or the
during
trailers?
the actual during the actual movie,
Okay.
and like they kept on like coming their seats like going, that's fine. I understand that. That's not nothing to write about. But the thing is that like they were constantly doing that, and one of the kids like had their flashlight on.
So did that ruin? Well, I would yes, that ruins your movie experience. But do you think that affected your, like, I guess, review on this movie?
No, it didn't affect it at all. I don't think it affected it at all. But it was just constant. It was just annoying.
Right.
It was just fucking annoying. Like any parent out there or any family, you know, I could understand. You want to bring out to like that. But if you already know that they cannot behave or they cannot really, um,
I don't know.
if you already know that it's going to be it's going to be trouble for other people, like I don't think you should even go to the movies. I guess I don't have kids, so like I don't know. I don't know how that. It's just like it's annoying.
That's fair. All right. Okay, so Eternals. IMDb gives it a 6.9 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes
Yes,
gives it a 47%.
47%. It went down.
Metacritic,
Okay,
52%.
Ooh.
52%. Oh fuck Metacritic. I think they're a piece of
Just
shit.
to repeat it you again.
Now, Ham
Uh-huh.
did invite his Google users. He didn't send some of
okay.
the invitations probably got lost in the mail,
Mhm.
and
Right.
he passed around. He had a couple bottles passed around with the crew, and 79% liked the movie.
We tried to.
79%.
I told the whole
Okay.
ship to watch it.
The Eternals. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Mention
Look.
this hand
was looking at.
and was already bomb.
Well,
I don't know if that's a proper phrasing.
No, I was worried.
he's-
I was worried that anytime another Marvel movie comes out, is it gonna be the one that might not do well?
Right. That is.
If
like, it's
anything, he's
stinking.
been recently have more anticipation for these current movies to bomb more than the previous ones.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I mean, they can't be all good, you know.
Well, we'll see. The
We'll see.
Eternals, a race of immortal beings with superhuman powers who have secretly lived on Earth for thousands of years, reunite to battle the evil deviants. Starring a shit ton of actors that
Mhm.
we've all seen from several places:
Mhm.
Angelina Jolie, Kit
Yep.
Harington, Richard Madden, Gemma Chan, Salma Hayek, Don Lee, and oh wait, let's I gotta get his name properly pronounced. I'm gonna butcher it.
I know it.
Kumail Nanjiani.
Yeah, Kumail.
Kumail. Oh, I'm sorry, man. You were my favorite one.
Yeah.
Lauren Ridolph, Brian Tyree Henry. Like I said, a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll give our cards and we'll
Mhm.
go in order from Mike to me, and then we'll reverse kind of like discussions, reviews, and
Yeah.
what are we liked and disliked about the movie. Remember, people, this is a spoiler-filled episode. Everything is spoiled. Spoilers from head to toe, beginning to end. Spoilers got spoiled. More spoiled stuff than No Way Home on social media at the moment.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I did hear about one of those.
A lot of that stuff is fake, though. I'm pretty sure.
Mm.
Okay, all right. 2 hours and 37 minutes. Mike, what is your card for this movie?
There's 2 cards.
That oh my god. All right, fine.
There's 2 cards. Green card.
And
Oh,
What?
I was gonna. I'm gonna save the other card for.
What?
okay.
But green
okay,
card.
God,
Green card.
whatever.
Green
All
card.
right, Ham.
The
Green
anticipation
card.
is real.
Ham gives it a green
For
card.
you, you give it a
Yeah.
green card. Okay.
Yeah.
What about you? Can this be the hat trick?
Hold on. I gotta
No, it's not.
say a couple things.
Oh.
Mhm.
This is a pending card.
Oh, says
and
the guy. Okay, now it's a pending.
There's a reason for that, and
Okay.
I'll explain why in a moment. But
Okay.
I am going to watch it a second time, and then after that, I will give you what my final card is.
Well, did
Okay.
something happen the first
And
time?
and there's explanations behind it.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm gonna give it a yellow card.
that's fine.
That's fine.
The very first thing before I explain why, the very first thing I'm going to say, because I know none of you are going to say it, because I'm the only one who's going to have the balls to say this.
Say what?
But this was a better Justice League movie than Justice League itself.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, sure.
I agree with you.
I mean, you have Angelina Jolie, who's basically Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Richard Madden, who's basically Superman.
Superman. Yeah.
Don Lee, who could probably just be Green Lantern.
I guess I don't know.
And then you have Lauren Ridloff, the deaf woman, who's basically Flash.
Yes.
Yeah. What
This
about
was a better
the
Justice League movie.
what guy's name with the fist? Like he
That's Don Lee. That's
Yeah,
Gilgamesh. I said Green
yeah.
Lantern
Oh,
because
okay.
because he
I was
kind of
t-
like does like the I don't know, like the Green Lantern shit, like around his arms and whatnot. Like he
Oh,
forms
okay.
shit. Yeah,
Uh,
kind of.
like Aquaman a little bit, you know.
Aquaman. Where the fuck did the animals come in from?
It's just I don't know. I don't
If anything, Kumail's
Kumaro.
Kumail's
No,
character is more like
Kumail.
Aquaman.
Kum
Oh my God. See, I didn't say
Okay.
anything.
So here's the thing: why I give it a yellow card.
Okay.
And then I'm not this is why I want to definitely go first on my explanation. There were 2, maybe 3 parts where I fell asleep because I was
Whoa.
bored.
Oh.
I was bored, but I also want to say that I was very tired because I went to see this kind of late.
What
But
time?
regardless, even when I woke up from whatever,
A nap?
I felt like I didn't miss anything.
Okay.
And I get that we have these new characters that need some sort of introduction, but I feel like a lot of the backstory was just really dragged out, and that's why I felt bored. Like for me, I
So this
caught
guy,
on. Like
you're telling me you didn't like the flashbacks, huh?
funny enough, I think 2 of the parts I fell asleep in were the flashbacks.
All right,
But
all right.
like that's the thing. Like I after like the first act, maybe like after the first time they went back and tried to recruit, like regroup everybody, like it followed like this same formula where I was like, okay, I get it. We're gonna go see what he's doing now, but we're gonna get a little backstory of like what they were doing beforehand, and then we got to the present time, and it's like I get it, and I understand their characters, and I'm okay where everything is, but you're just kind of giving me I don't know. I don't want to say unnecessary details, but just stuff that I just don't personally need anymore. And I'd rather you just get to moving forward with the movie. And it's like I don't know. It's weird because Dune was a very long movie, and there was a lot less dialogue. And I was like, why can't you two just merge to be like this perfect film? Like like the visuals. I almost want to say though, like the landscape, the visuals, the cinematography, I guess, is better in Dune than it was in this movie because like a lot of the big scale things felt very quick, like it just passed by like just like very fast, like I didn't really get a chance to appreciate it because it was just trying to move on to the characters, which you got to give credit though to the director, like to give these characters something worth like kind of being interested in, and like you kind of start like there wasn't a single character I did not I didn't dislike. Like I liked everybody. I don't think there was one character that I hated more than the other. There were maybe a couple of annoying parts, like towards the end when we have like this weird like, wait, all of a sudden you've been in love with this person. Like, was I supposed to catch that on earlier? Which I guess so, but I don't know. Like otherwise, like the action was cool. And like that's why like the first 10-15 minutes where they were fighting the deviants, I was like, Zack Snyder, you could learn a thing or two from this because
Oh
they
my God,
actually
yeah.
did shit. Like
Ah.
you actually have the Flash do more Flash things in this movie than the actual Flash himself in the Justice
Yep.
League movie.
Mhm.
Fucking duck goose. And there was like I enjoyed it, but if it got me bored, I just don't feel like giving it a green card just for the sake of it being a Marvel movie. But I also don't think there's anything to dislike. It's just that if you're not in it for the whole ride of the character development, you're probably not going to find this interesting. And it's not people want to say it's a different kind of Marvel movie. I think it definitely is, minus the action scenes, because when you get to the action part, yeah, it's a typical Marvel movie. But otherwise, everything else is just it's not for like your fans of Iron Man or your fans of Spider-Man or
Definitely.
whatever. It's just like you gotta go in there with an open mind and really register with these characters. Otherwise, you're just gonna be cut off from the movie. So I don't, like I said, I think I was also really tired that night, which is why maybe I fell asleep, which so I'm going to go see it a second time and I'll give my final rating then, but I don't think I missed out on anything that was really relevant. I kind of figured out the story as it went by, and I kind of caught up pretty quick whenever I quote unquote woke up. And I mean, I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it, but I just, like I said, don't want to just give it a grade just because of a Marvel movie. Ham,
Right.
I agree. Let me see. Where do I want to start first?
let me go through my notes.
Yeah, I wish I wrote some down. I think this is a little bit more of a thinker for some people that watch other Marvel movies. Just
I wouldn't
'cause
say a
it's-
thinker. It's just
I wouldn't
deeper.
say thinker for a Marvel movie. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of stuff that you have to. I mean, even in the beginning of the movie, there's a scroll thing that it is already telling you information. It's like, hey, guess what? Got to keep up, or else you're gonna be like, wait, what? Who? Then? When? Why? Oh, okay. Um, it does have a lot to do about, I guess, life, death, rebirth, all that. And a lot of people are whatever, meaning of life, just the circles and circles of life. It just there's a little heavy for certain people. I enjoyed the story. I mean, I don't know how you guys with the comics and everything knew most about it. I think they said they changed a little bit about who the Eternals are, but I liked everything about it. It did drag maybe a little at the end. For me, I think it dragged at the end because now I'm like, okay, we get it. We still have to go back and be like, oh, this is my choice. Now I'm going to choose, but I'm not choosing. Uh, also, that with Kumail Nanjiani, that was one. He's like, hey, don't mess with my beliefs. I don't want to do it, but I'm not going to help you either. Something like that. That was kind of weird. But fine, I guess. Who stole the show? His valet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
He
gotta
stole
have
the
that token Marvel comic relief.
Yeah, it's not like Suicide Squad where they killed the fucking guy. So I enjoyed that. I also caught the two DC reference. They said Batman and Superman. I'm like, whoa! Are you allowed to do that? But I just thought it weird. Other than that, there were some good scenes. You're comparing it to Dune, but I thought there was some. I mean, different locations, and I thought it was good. I think Dune was only as good as because it's basically all sand, but it still looked amazing. So I'll give them that. Other than that, I think. What'd you guys think of the end credit scenes? Because for me, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
We'll save that for last.
Okay, okay. I'm just saying, I never really knew I had to watch a video and be like, oh, okay, but I'm like, for a casual viewer, they're gonna be like, what the fuck, what the fuck. Other than that, music, I remember hearing some music, so that's a plus. Cause yeah, if we're comparing it to Dune, I don't remember anything in Dune. Other than that, that was cool. That was cool. That was cool. Oh, and then I just want to mention that I guess the real leader, uh, uh, what's her name?
Ajax?
Xerxes, right?
No,
The
Ajax.
technically real leader at the end.
Selma. Oh wait.
At the
Sure,
end, Xerxes.
Gemma
Xerxes.
Chan. Whoever
Sir-
Gemma Chan plays.
Yeah, Xerxes.
Kirsty. Yeah.
She played a robot in the show Humans, so I'm like, oh, still being typecast, I guess. So there's that.
Okay. Mike.
Boo!
Fuck you. I really did enjoy this movie a lot. I think it's just because it reminded me of Watchmen. Where this movie
Yeah.
is definitely different from every other Marvel movie, where it's not heavily it's not heavily like action packed on that. What this movie relies on is just character development and how all these characters are sort of and they're all separated and they had done their lives for
Yeah.
thousands of years, and it just becomes more like a crisis, and that's what I enjoy of it. It was just like more of the drama of like, who are we, what are we meant to be here for, and I didn't get lost during the whole entire movie. I wasn't bored. I was entertained the whole entire way. I think the action scenes, when they do happen, they are entertaining. They are good, and I like the ending of this movie. And of course, we'll talk about the scenes. The takeaways I have are, I think compared to all the Marvel movies, the CGI is not that good. It's okay. I think it's all right. I think the action scenes do kind of make up for it. The deviants are cool and everything like that, but I feel like the strong deviants. Am I saying it right? Deviants, devilants. I
Yeah,
don't
Yeah,
know.
deviant.
they're
Right?
deviants.
Yeah.
Deviants. I think the last deviant, the strong deviant. I could understand, but I felt like it was still more of like, oh yeah, we need, we also have this villain as well too, but it was just sort of not misplaced, but I feel like they could have done a little bit more with it, a little bit more, like, because when the deviant finally became like I don't want to say more human like, but when it started talking and everything like that, it was just like, like my people were being killed by you, and I want revenge now. Like, I felt like that could have definitely done. They could have done something a little bit more, and I would have liked that. But I thought it was fine enough.
Yeah, I see what
Um,
you mean. You were saying that, hey, either add more to that storyline or basically just take it out.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I was really pissed off about this guy dying.
Which
Uh,
one?
the deviant that killed what's his name?
Oh, the power guy,
The
basically.
power guy, yeah, the fish guy. I forgot what's his name. But
Gilgamesh is his character name.
Gilgamesh, yeah.
oh, Gilgamesh. I was really upset like they killed off Gilgamesh. Like, I really did like that character a lot. I wished the other guy, he showed up in final battle instead of running. I'm not even even try to say his
Which
name,
guy is
but
that?
the funny guy, the guy with the
Oh,
assistant.
Well,
Um,
he was, what's his name in the
his
movie?
character name was Kingo.
oh,
King,
Kingo. I would have loved for Kingo to be part of the battle instead
yeah,
of him
I
running.
was just weird. I don't know why. I thought it weird, but I don't know.
Hmm. Yeah. So, um, like I said, that's I would the battle. That would have been really awesome and everything like that. But his assistant is definitely the MVP of
Yeah,
like very
yeah.
very funny and enjoy. I really did like what was his name? Drogo.
The guy who can control people.
Yeah, the guy who can control people. I really like that character. I don't know why. He was just more like, even though he's not a god, but I liked his confidence, his cockiness, and stuff like that. I think everybody did a phenomenal job, and I loved it.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really expecting anything from this movie. So like, I don't know.
Me neither. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if like I don't think this movie deserves for it to be that score. I think Iron Man I think Iron Man 3, Dark World, and Captain Marvel worse than this movie, a lot worse.
Yes, Ragnarok is a lot worse.
Yeah,
Yes.
Ragnarok. Sal, he thinks Ragnarok is it's the worst Marvel movie.
It
I
is
don't
the
think
worst Marvel movie.
but I don't think this movie's bad at all. So like, I don't like the low percentage.
I've got a theory, but hopefully it's not true. But maybe because what's his name had a husband around the end of the act, some people might just try to bomb it because there's gay stuff in a movie. So
Yeah. So I mean, okay. So if we're kind of transitioning to just general stuff about this movie,
yeah,
I don't understand why people got so hung up about the sex scene. Like, I don't understand why that got so much attention that it
uh,
did when it was kind of
Yeah.
like okay, gloss over and then that's it. Like, it kind of was
like
right for the moment, I guess,
the
but
end of the first act.
I think so.
Ish.
Yeah, but like
Yeah,
but people were just like, there was like headlines all over social media about it, and people were just making videos about it. I'm like, why? Like, this is nothing really to like I get it, it's an MCU movie. They haven't, well, actually, no, that's not true. To be really fair, I feel like the Iron Man
Um,
scene in the first one where he sleeps with the reporter is kind of a little bit more than what they kind of showed here. I mean, the biggest difference
Yeah.
would be the clothes, but still, like,
yeah.
I don't know. It was so stupid that people were just getting hung up over that. But to kind of
It was like
uh
what, 5 seconds, maybe
Yeah,
6.
5 second man.
to kind of double or to kind of, yeah, I guess double down on what Ham was saying. Yeah, I it sucks, but I think because of the diversity of the cast, which is weird because this was announced a long time ago of who was going to be
Yes.
who, and because of, LGBTQ, characters coming in, eh, maybe. But I also want to say that I think, like, we all kind of said it, but just, well, Ham said it more than the two of us, is that this is a deeper, much more thought-provoking movie than any other Marvel movie that has been made so far, right? Because I mean, you go through that long list of Marvel movies, you can easily name action sequences that come from this one. But when you talk about this movie, I think the dialogue goes straight towards like, oh, well, this is how this character developed to this, or this is how they interacted.
Mhm.
This is the family that, they went to this and that, and then the action scenes come last. And it's like, oh, okay, this isn't probably my type of movie. And we got to think, this is like, these aren't even like just lesser known characters. I mean, these are characters that people have no idea existed. Like, I
Mhm.
would say more so than
Right.
Guardians of the Galaxy. I think Guardians of the Galaxy, people knew that we had, like these cosmic characters, and like, yeah, there was some like a niche following of like, here's Rocket and Groot. We kind of recognize these characters because those are zany. But Eternals, no one knew who the hell the Eternals was. Like, they didn't
I
even know
didn't
what that
know.
word
Yeah.
existed until they announced it. So
Mhm.
yeah, I think there's a lot of factors that affected, I think, a lot of public viewing on this movie, and it's not a bad movie.
I don't
Despite
think so.
me giving it a yellow, it's not a bad movie at all. It's just a very it's an endurance kind of thing. You gotta, like,
Yes.
either
Yeah.
you're in it for the entire thing, or you're just kind of cut off, and if that's just how it's gonna go. But I don't think it's right to say that it's a bad movie just
No.
because it didn't have as many action sequences as I don't know, Shang-Chi or whatever. And that's the
Hmm.
thing, like, it just followed that movie, which was a pretty action-packed movie. So yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah.
things going against it.
A lot of things, but I don't know. You might say, like I mentioned, I compare it to Watchmen, and I compare it to like all the other comic books that I have read from DC. Is and I just like of how these are sort of like heroes, but they all have type of emotions with the humans planet, and they were here and they were trying to invent, or they were trying to help fans, and some of them, like for example, the technology guy, he to show the technology that he is creating to the humans earlier, like caveman years or whatever. But they're saying like, no, no, that's too early. And then later on in World War II, like they use his technology for war, and then he's like, I don't know, I like that. I thought that was quite interesting. And I the ending with Icarus, like he wanted to just do his mission, and anybody who gets in the way, but of course, like he didn't kill, was it Cersei,
The
because he's in
person he
Yeah.
love
loves.
the
Yeah.
person he loves, and he doesn't have that type of ambition to actually finish that job. So he's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna kill myself, run into the sun, you know.
Also, that reminds me with like plot holes. What could actually kill an Eternal? Like, I wasn't really sure. Like, I've seen some of them jump from really high and landed alive, but then it's like deviants can kill them, other Eternals. But then I wasn't sure. I mean,
I don't think they fully explain what could really kill the Eternal except for themselves, a
yeah.
deviant, and of course when the planet blows up from from these people, from these things, from growing
Oh
inside.
no! They said the opposite because they would stay alive because of that energy. They said the opposite.
So deviants pretty much can kill and themselves.
Yeah,
And
but the
themselves,
sun though thing
and
that's
a
just like
rock.
Listen, it's too much thinking already for this movie.
yeah, that's true.
So let's talk
Sure.
about
Alright.
let's talk
I'll
about
leave
the
it alone.
mid-credit scenes.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so we'll talk. Well, obviously, we'll talk about the first one, which we follow the what is it? It's Angelina Jolie's character, Thena.
That's
Um,
Thena.
Thena, and oh my gosh, what's the little one's name?
Not Sprite.
No, Sprite wasn't on there.
No, Sprite is a human now.
Yeah, no.
I
What
thought-
little?
Oh wait, I thought she was part of it.
The speedster was in there.
Okay, well, okay, so they're on the ship, and I think they're on their
the
way to go
trickster.
find Cersei's, and then all of a sudden, we get introduced to two brand new characters. The troll, which is it Pip? Oh my gosh, I
think
gotta look
so.
this up. And then there's Star Fox, who is
Yeah.
basically Thanos' brother.
Yes.
They jump on the ship saying, "Hey, we know what you're looking for, basically, and we're here to help you out." And then that's pretty much it. It's Pip the Troll, who's actually
Gotcha.
voiced by
I
oh my
know.
gosh,
Patton Oswalt.
Patton Oswalt. I'm
Yeah.
losing actor names today for some reason. Patton Oswalt, which is interesting. I don't know too much about these characters. I know Pip existed. I know Thanos had a brother, but that's pretty much it. And I think just like everyone else who was watching this movie was like, who the fuck are these two characters?
Mhm.
Well, also too, we had to mention who
Do
Star
we?
Fox is.
Do we?
Thanos' brother. I just said that.
No,
I
the
know,
actor.
but the
Or
actor.
aka
Oh,
singer.
do we really?
Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. Do we?
We have to, because that's going to be
Because
the
you
money
followed
maker.
all his concerts. You're just like a huge fan. You follow him on Instagram and TikTok, don't you?
Listen, I think I was more surprised of him being casted than who the fuck is Star Fox.
Somebody did mention that he was in the movie, but never told me where. So I'm like, oh, maybe they just meant Kit Harington, the love interest, which
Yeah.
I forget. By the way, but
Oh,
but
and for the
that's
listeners, it's Harry Styles that
Yes.
plays Star Fox
from
Thanos'
One
brother.
Direction, I
From
believe.
One Directions, and
If
sugar,
anything, this
watermelon
just
sugar.
confirms that there's going to be an Eternals 2. That's pretty much
Yes,
it.
it does say it at the end too. They'll be
Yeah.
back.
Yes,
So there was that
yes.
one, which was fun. It was fun.
Yeah.
The last one is more interesting
Uh,
because
yes.
okay, so this was a character. Not a lot of people would know about it because I actually, when I was walking in the theater, people were looking this up. I was like, "Oh, it's this guy," and I'm like, "Do you even know who that guy is?" Kit Harington's character, who has sort of a role in the movie. He kind of plays Cersei's present day love interest,
yes.
and has
Yes.
and this kind of hinted towards his character has
Yeah, that was a little to your
has
face
an
there.
affection for historical artifacts and things like that. The very, very end, because Xerxes was taken right in front of him, and as he was about to kind of tell her about his family history, and so he's, I guess, on a journey to find out where she went, and I guess the only way to do that would be to, of course, revert back to or unlock his identity of who he really is. He opens a case. It's a sword with black liquid metal, and he's known by none other than the Black Knight, who is
I
a
love
very
that movie with Martin Lawrence.
Martin Lawrence,
Oh, yeah.
who is a somewhat of a he's a recognized character in the Marvel comics, at least the comic readers, but not like, I don't think a lot of people heavily know his story, whatnot. But on top of that, we get a voice that says, "I don't think you're ready for that, Mister." Was it Whitman or Witterton or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, "I don't think you're ready for that just yet."
Did you look that up?
And then it cuts off. So,
I-
that's my question to you. Before anyone looked it up, who were your guesses?
My guess immediately, you could ask my wife. I have proof. I instantly yelled Blade.
Bullshit.
Oh, you think it's Blade?
Bull
swear-
fucking
no.
shit.
Is that the right answer?
Bull fucking shit.
So
No.
is that the right answer?
Ham, who did
I
you think
s-
it was?
I didn't know, and I didn't look it up, but someone that's supposed to know thought it was the guy who voiced the Watcher.
See, I just assumed that it was Nick Fury.
I thought that at the beginning, but they didn't sound like him, so I'm like,
It was a slight off, but also
Yeah.
like who? I mean, it's gonna like redo the whole Avengers Initiative thing, right? Because he's got to build up a new team. So it's like, oh, it kind of makes
he's
sense
in
if it's
space,
him.
man.
So in a recent interview, the director did confirm, for whatever reason, I feel like she's gonna get sniped down now. Did confirm that it was Blade who was talking to
What?
who was talking to him.
Fucking correct. You might
Bullshit.
not believe me.
And
You
I'm
know,
not going to
when-
believe you.
and that's fine. You don't need to believe me. When
Please
that
believe
you
me.
I think you need us to believe you.
No, listen.
So what does it mean? Blade is
you-
gonna be with him?
I'm not too sure. What the hell is Blade doing with a fucking like immortal guy? Like,
Well,
I
I mean,
mean-
that kind of makes sense, though. I mean, if
kinda
Blade's been
makes,
around
yeah.
for years. I'm sure
Yeah.
you would have crossed paths with him. So I would hope that Blade ends with him encountering the Black Knight, or
The fuck
maybe
does that come out?
maybe there's some sort of like flashback or something like that where those two interact. But yeah, I don't know. I think 2023. I think the movie's supposed to come out.
Oh no, Blade.
something like that.
No,
Blade, yeah.
Oh,
supposed
it's
to
a
come
movie.
out
I
in
thought it was
20
a show.
No,
No, it's a movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
The reason why, okay,
Uh
when
huh.
that scene happened, it's fine. I'm gonna just say my reaction when that
Because of
scene
the sword.
It sort of it did kind of give it with the sword and just the way of the voice. I was just thinking about Wesley Snipes. I don't know, like it's just like you're
But
not
it's
ready for
not
that.
Wesley Snipes though.
It's not Wesley Snipes. I know, but it's just like it gave me that feeling, like, holy fuck, is that Blade? Like, me that vibe, and it was confirmed. So, believe me,
anything like that, but
that's what the feeling that I had.
Yeah, I'd play it. I don't fucking know. It would make sense if it was Samuel L. Jackson, but also they didn't show the face, so they're like,
Maybe they couldn't
"Oh."
afford his face.
Yeah, exactly.
He wasn't buff
So,
enough.
I'm just Blade, okay? And then they said yes, so okay, Blade it is.
I it's more surprising that, and I think this is something unless this was a part I fell asleep in. I kind of appreciated that this entire movie, from beginning to the end, even to the end credit scene, did not reference, or at least did not like it depend on another Marvel character that was already established.
I think you did fall asleep. They mentioned a lot
Good.
of different Marvel characters, but it didn't rely on.
Well, that's
Marvel
what I'm saying.
characters.
Like, yeah, there were references, sure, but it's not like Spider-Man Homecoming where every 5 seconds there was a fucking Avengers thing in your
Oh.
face. Like, there was no
Yeah.
dependency on like that. Like, and I don't want, like, it makes sense for Civil War to have all these Avengers characters, but I think that's also what probably helped the movie somewhat to bring more people in, because you got like an Avengers 3.5 or whatever out of that. What's another movie
Yeah.
that relied on another Marvel character?
I mean,
Thor.
I mean, like Thor.
Yeah, Thor. Like they're like right. There's a lot of movies now, especially with the long cast, like the long term cast, where they have to shoe in another Marvel character because that's just what helps
Captain
people
America.
bring into movie theaters. But this movie didn't really do that. Like, yeah, sure, it referenced those moments because it has to reference those moments, but it didn't like embark on that for the entirety of the movie. It's just like, yep, we got to talk about this. Okay, we addressed it. Let's move on with the show.
Well, you say Incredible Hulk was a very independent movie as well.
Yeah.
Which one's I don't even know which one the Incredible Hulk is. Which one is that?
The Edward Norton one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
I feel like that one was independent, just like Eternals, except for, of course, like in the end, Tony Stark shows up. Like,
Well, the only difference though is that it references the super soldier serum, what turns Blonsky into Abomination. So there's a bit more of a reference on that. But still, no. In the same vein, yes, it doesn't
Yeah.
really heavily depend on another Marvel character to continue its story. But anyway, that's what I just wanted to throw that out there. That's what I really appreciate out of this movie.
yeah. I did. Ham recommends it. and Sal recommends it. So it's two greens, one yellow. Watch it. Just I would say just ignore the, I guess, the negativity with the people are saying that it's
And-
bad. Don't watch it.
And don't expect a typical Marvel movie.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
And I
Fine.
so I looked up IMDb and it says Eric Brooks, who is gonna be Blade. So there you go.
All right, we will wrap it up there so we can kind of keep a clean, concise movie. Sorry, Ham, we'll have to save your movie trivia for next week.
Undefeated King. That's me.
Other than that, Mike, do that thing you're supposed to do.
Hey guys, follow us on social media: Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. Write us an email, ateacher@gmail.com. Ham will probably write to you. Maybe he won't. So I don't know what the fuck he does, but
Try me.
try him. Try him. So, what's gonna be the next movie, guys?
I'm saying
Uh,
Clifford.
God,
Oh God, I'm gonna.
I'm gonna watch Red Notice.
So that is this weekend.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch Red Notice. If
Also,
Is-
King
well-
Richard comes out on HBO Max, so maybe
I
that
don't
one too.
know about that one, but
It's on
I'm
HBO
gonna-
Max. It's there.
yeah, I'm gonna watch it since it's there. I'll watch
maybe
it.
we'll do a double. How about that?
Oh
We'll see.
shit, double. Hopefully this guy feels better so we can do this live.
Yeah.
And on that note, let's just wrap it up. Any closing words, gentlemen?
Love you.
I need a double.